What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Alright, so in today's video we're going to take a quick look at the Sensei 310 by SteelSeries. Now this is an ambidextrous mouse, so as you can see it doesn't have any form-fitting curvature that you would find in a standard right-hand mouse. It's just very plain and subtle, and I absolutely love it. So let's kind of dive into it, and it's going to be kind of like an overview because I feel like some of the specifics just really don't apply anymore to today's standards, and I'll just address that right now. So it's using what they call the world's first true one-to-one esports sensor, but I'm going to be very, very honest with you, and it's just my personal opinion, but any mouse that you buy in the 2000s nowadays, like as far as we're in 2020, so like even as far back as like 2014, you've been getting really, really good sensors in these mice. So I feel like that's kind of now more along the lines of a gimmick. Like I've been through quite a few different brands other than SteelSeries. Like I love BenQ Zowie, they're great. Even Logitech, and coming back to SteelSeries, all really good sensors. So I really feel like that doesn't matter. Maybe if you were looking into like a cheaper mouse on, like, say your first gaming mouse on Amazon, and you're trying to save a lot of money by trying to buy into like a $10 or $15 mouse, then you might have to pay attention to the sensor type. But as far as anything that's usually around like $39 and up, you don't have an issue. But anyways, alright, enough of that jargon. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at the design real quick. Now I like ambidextrous mice because it's just all very low profile and very symmetrical. There's no grooving that's any different to make your hands sit. It's just normal, like equal on all sides, and I really enjoy that. That's why I prefer ambidextrous mice. Some people prefer it because they are left-handed, and you know, using a right-handed mouse as a left-handed person is very difficult. Now you'll find very similar features, especially at this price point. This is going for $49.99 USD at the moment. You'll see it's got your left and right switches here. They use these Omron switches, which are very, very popular in most modern mice nowadays. So it offers a very nice, light but crisp clicking. Now you'll find that the clicking is separated from the main body of the shell. I haven't found that to be anything that aids in it. Maybe it makes the switch activation feel a little lighter, but other than that, I haven't really found any real-world benefit to it. I still have a Zowie that my fiance uses, and it's all connected to the body, and it still feels great. And we don't have any issues with any misclicks or anything like that, but it is separated, so that's kind of cool. I'm seeing most mice do that nowadays, so it's interesting to see that trend going. It's got these like silicone grips along each side. They're kind of not super soft and a little rigid, but just enough to where you feel like a delicate softness to it when you touch it. You have your mouse 4 and mouse 5 on each side. Now with the SteelSeries software, you can use all the buttons at any given point in time, and you can program them accordingly, so that's really cool. Some mice out there that are ambidextrous that have the 2 different buttons on each side, sometimes they're just one side is activated depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, and the other set is deactivated, so that's cool to see that all of them work. They are a little skinny, but depending on your hand size is the biggest thing, and how it sits. I honestly don't have any problems clicking them. Do I wish they were a little bit wider, kind of like how Razer makes their mice buttons for the side? Absolutely, but this doesn't bother me at all. It does make it look a little bit sleeker, but as far as functionality, it doesn't really affect it too much. It really depends on your hand size and the way that my hand sits, especially when I play claw style. I just don't have any issues hitting the buttons, so not a big deal for me. Something that you might want to look out for though if you're thinking about buying this mouse. And then right here in the middle at the top is your DPI switch, and you can change that out accordingly. You can program it, I think, up to like 16K or something ridiculous. I don't play high at all. I usually play at like 600, and then 800 is set for when I'm just doing desktop stuff. So just, I don't know, a lot of option there for you, so I'm sure you'll find the sweet spot on whatever you like. It is very, very accurate. I have no issues with tracking in like games like Counter-Strike, or something a little bit more fast-paced like Call of Duty or Apex or something like that. The scroll wheel, very little feedback as far as bumps. I can feel them, but they're very, very light. Almost almost non-existent, but they are there. You can hear them though. And then the center click is still nice and crisp and really easy to do. Now on the back side here, the underbelly, you're going to see one large foot at the top and two smaller feet at the bottom. And then the center for the sensor, as well as a little SteelSeries logo there. And then just the name of the product, in case you forgot what you bought. But it feels nice. The cable length is very generous, and this is my favorite cable because it's loose, so I don't have to worry about it getting caught up on anything. It lays the way that I want it to, and it's not enough tautness to where I don't fear that if it pinches on something, I don't feel like the interior cable is going to break. So that's really awesome. So kudos, they did a really good job overall on this mouse in my opinion. The finish on it is matte. It does get a little dirty, a little bit of wear, but it's super easy to clean, and it's not as bad as a glossy mouse. So they did a really good job on that too. The overall build quality, it's very light, which kind of makes it feel cheap, but then when you actually start using it and pushing it around, it's good quality. So I couldn't recommend this more. And there's a couple mice that I really, really enjoy. So this is just one of those that's like, I'd say in the top 3. And it slides really, really well. You don't really hear it at all. Really good. So solid fluid movement. And then also I want to give a really big thumbs up to their software. I've seen some people have issues with it, but the SteelSeries Engine 3, I've honestly had no problems with it the moment that I got it, and I still don't. Very easy. And one thing I really love about it is not only can you customize lighting if you're into that thing, that sort of thing, and then also like your hotkeys. You can create different shortcuts, really easy to save those profiles, make different kinds, adjust your DPI settings or CPI depending where you're from, as well as making sure that your polling is where you want it and that you're not doing any angle snapping unless that's something that you're looking to do. You can also check your acceleration and deceleration. But here is my favorite part, and I'm actually kind of curious if you can just do it without actually having any of the peripherals. But what's really cool is if you go to the settings over here in the top right for the SteelSeries software, you can bring up mouse settings to override mouse settings, but it'll automatically tell you if you have any Windows enhancements like pointer precision or pointer speed having multipliers. It'll let you know that you're safe and you're good to go, so you're just getting straight raw input, which is really awesome. I mean, for the most part, you don't have to worry about that once you check your Windows settings and save them. You don't have to worry about it, but if you have someone going on your computer, or let's say, you know, you just have a Windows update and something changes, it's awesome that you have that quick check and you can actually have this start up on boot up, so then you don't have to worry about it ever again. So really cool. But overall, I give a huge thumbs up to SteelSeries for making this mouse. It is a good quality and the price isn't bad at all. Again, it's $49.99 USD. Something that I would compare to it would be, I believe, the Rival series made. In fact, I'm on their website right now. Let me check it out real quick for you. Yeah, they got a new Rival 3. It's $29.99, so that's something to look into too, especially if you're looking to save a few bucks. But overall, I can't complain. It's just a great mouse. I've even used their Rival 3. What is it, the 310? That's okay too. Again, that's a $50 mouse, just like the Sensei 310. The Rival 3 is $29.99, so you can't go wrong with either one of them. This is the Sensei 310, and I give it a huge thumbs up. Definitely recommend it to anyone out there that is looking for a solid and reputable ambidextrous mouse. So alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Hopefully you got to see what you wanted to see. Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.